I found myself wasn't bad is what I thought I was, and worthless is what I thought I was. And when people would try to compliment me that I was something, I would want to cry. I'd be saying, you don't know, I ain't nothing. I'm just old black female and nappy-headed, because that's what I've been taught.
You are now listening to the Lancescurv Show, the boldest spot on internet radio.
Well, I want to speak. I am 74 years old. It's going to be 75 this year, and this is the year of 2019. So I'll say that about myself. But I want to say some things because I'm moved to tell the truth and say what it is that I feel. My opinion for my life and my understanding at this time, not saying I know everything, but what I have been allowed to understand. First, I want to talk about my childhood. And early on, before I was old enough to go to school, as a child, I was a dark one in the family, and I had the natural, what they call nappy hair. And that's what one of the worst things you could be is dark and nappy. And then I was a girl, and I felt bad. Didn't have much work because I was nappy-headed, black, and a girl. So the lady next door used to take me and my sisters. It was 4 of us girls. And 3 of us, my mom had a baby lady, she couldn't go, the 4th sister. But the lady next door, she was a Sunday school teacher, and she would take us to church. My grandparents, them always said they was Baptist. I just thought Baptist. I didn't know what that was, but I know it was a religion. I thought everybody was a Baptist. I didn't know the difference. So she would take, the lady next door would take me and my sisters to this little old church in the neighborhood. But, it was a very small little place. It's tiny. But there wasn't no big choirs in there. There wasn't no big singers in there. It was just, it had a lady, a spoken pastor, and she would teach us about the Bible. And they had different teenagers in there, and to teach the little children, they'd be in little classes, and we would sing little songs like Jesus loved me, yes I know, but the Bible tells me so. That little song we would sing. And they had this white Jesus at the back of the church behind where the pastor would stand, so I thought Jesus and God was the same. I didn't know no difference, but that's what I figured as a kid. And so I thought, so I was raised up looking at a white Jesus. And then I would get treated so, and then she used a Bible story, and she would read that in them 12 disciple type thing, and Jesus was somewhere sitting on a rock or something. And so it was like the 12 tried to run the kids away from him, that story. And he said, don't run the children away. Let them come unto me. The world had to be like these children. So that struck me as a child. And the little white kid was said, no, Jesus needed. Jesus had this cane in front of the church in this picture. And this picture had a kid sitting on his knee. So then the song related to the picture, Jesus loved me. So when I would go home, and they would call me all them names because I was black and nappy-headed, then I knew that Jesus loved me, and I thought that was God and all that. I didn't know. But every time they do something to me, and I did not know what I thought something different, I couldn't say it because they would whoop your behind back in my day, and I'm not going to say they was wrong about whooping my behind. I'm glad I had my behind whipped. I'm glad that I don't do, and then come up to the time these kids today where they don't allow you to spank them, beat them down, to be cruel to them, whip them all over. That's abuse. But to let a kid know that you the boss and you taking care of them, that's good. And if they don't like it, make the God help them, whatever, let them stay grown and mind you. When they get grown, they need to leave out your house. That's where I was raised, and so that's what I knew I was going to do. So I used to be in that closet. I'd be talking my God or my Jesus there, which one I thought to call it, because I didn't know no better. So then, when I would go in the closet and I pray for different things, I said, God, I said, God, I said, God, my grandmother used to fuss all the time. Ooh, she used to get on my nerves. Now, she didn't call me black and nappy head too. But she cooked and took care of us. She didn't know no better, so I don't hold that against her. It hurt me then, but I know now she didn't know no better. And when somebody don't know no better, they can't do no better. That's just simple as that. What they do and what they say, they don't know and understand how it might affect you. That's how I have to believe, because I think my grandmama cared about me, but maybe she didn't know how to love me like I needed to be loved. First thing, I was a different color than she really liked. So, but then I would go in the closet and I would tell this Jesus God on her. And I'd pray for different things for my mama so we could get out the house with my grandma and grandpa. So then I'd pray for my mom's house, and then that would happen. So I said, oh, I be thinking, God can bless me. We going to get out of this house with Granny because she get on my nerve, and I'm sick of my grandma. So, but I said that, and and at the church I went to as a little kid, wasn't no big old preacher, and they taught us to do unto others as you would have them to do to you, to not to do bad things, and steal and rob and lie. They taught us the basic stuff like that. So I went on, I had me a baby, kind of fall in love. When I was 16, I was a mom in the name of love. But that's like Tina Turner said. I said, now what love had to do with it? And I said, excuse me, I'm going to say what I want to say. It had a damn thing to do with what I was doing. I called myself, and I didn't even know what love was. But I wanted to be loved because I just felt like girls need to be loved. What a man. That's what I felt, because I didn't know no better. I had no business messing around, but I didn't know no better. I thought that was the thing to do. So that I with that baby, until then that dad didn't work out. And then I was 16. At 19, I was being fast, or whatever they want to call it, just messing around, thought I was grown. So I met another guy. Oh, he was so much fun, different than the guy I had the first child by, when I called myself really in love. And he was so much fun. He played with my daughter. Oh, I just thought that was wonderful. So he told me, I'm going to tell you some truth. I hope this is not rated X. He told me he couldn't have children.
You can speak as free as you need to. There's no censoring this. This is your story, and there are no bounds.
Okay, because I felt like once you go with one boy, I felt like when I went with the first one, that I never would go with nobody else in my life, because my life was committed to just one person. Because I'm 13, what am I knowing? But I knew if I messed with this boy and that boy, that I would think I was a whore. And I ain't never wanted to be no hoe. And I ain't never wanted, I wanted to, if I was going to have me a boyfriend or husband, I wanted to be committed to just one, not go around here and there. So I hadn't had a lot of experience sexually, but with that one person. And believe me, my opinion of that now is quite different. I was just in love with so be the heart of my crazy little young mind. And what we were doing, I was doing it because I thought that's what I was supposed to do. It wasn't no enjoy in it for me. It was painful, but I thought that's what girls supposed to do. My girlfriend told me that stuff, and my mother and them didn't tell me any better. Because when I was 13 years old, I was in a window. We stayed in some apartment with my mom. And I looked out the window. Oh, there was this poor guy. He was so fine to me. Oh, boy, if I said, well, with the eyes I was sitting, he didn't know my name. And I was 13 years old. And I looked out the window at him so hard that my monthly cycle changed. Lord, I said, ooh, I'm pregnant by looking at him. I thought I had looked at him so hard that I was pregnant and he didn't know my name and I didn't know his. That's how dumb I was and didn't know the truth about sex. They told me not to do these things, but I thought I could look and get pregnant. They told me you go out in the woods and find a baby on the stump, or either the stump brought the baby to your mama. I thought that. And I thought the bird brought the baby. So that's how, it's bad when you don't know the truth. You don't have to be rated X, but kids need to know the truth at a certain age. And I'm 13 years old having a cycle. It started when I was 11. You need to know this, I think. And I'm 13, still a virgin. Ain't messing no boys. But I thought that I could look at a guy and get pregnant. To me, that saddens me when I figured out what needed to happen and why it happened. I had to figure it out for myself. But anyways, I'm going to leave that alone and leave it there. Ooh. And then I had another child where my son's father, the other guy who I love, went on off. I didn't know where he went, just left town. And so I didn't know where he went. So my sister, she was seeing a guy in town. Oh, and I just loved him. So he was like a brother because I had 4 sisters and no brother. And I always wanted a brother in my life for my dad, because my granddad had died, to knock some of those boys out for trying to touch me and men trying to touch me and stuff. And because my body developed way too early, and I was still a little girl in the mind, and grown men would be after me and trying to touch me and stuff. And I didn't want that, and I wanted my dad to beat them up. My granddad was dead by this time. I didn't have no brother, so I prayed for me one. And I got one. My mama had another baby later, but I ain't going to go there about him either right now, because that's another thing. So, but I got to get where I'm going, because my life has been such a challenge, and I never believed that it wasn't no God. Because I learned when I was in that closet and pray and talk to the God I knew as a child, that it helped me so much. Dude, it was hard being black, nappy-headed in my family, and being told how stupid and ugly I was. So I had another child, and then I left the state I was in Indiana. And my husband, we got married, the second child's father. He was in the Marine Corps. And so I came to California to Camp Pendleton. He and I wasn't in love with him, but the first child father, when he came back and I was pregnant with the second child, show you how stupid I was at this time, because I had another child, and I didn't know where he was and stuff. He was just going out my life. him and his mother act like I was the worst whore in the world, and I wasn't. So, like I couldn't marry my baby's daddy because he was trying to get me to marry him. He was in the service in the Marine Corps out in California. So I said, I'll show them that I can marry my first child's daddy and his mother, that I can marry my baby's daddy, but I don't want it. Didn't think if you don't want him, you shouldn't marry him, but I'm going to show you something. I showed him something, but boy, when I got to California, that my son, daddy showed me something. Talking about such a beating and a fighting and abuse. Ooh, my God. Ooh, I was 19 years old then. And I've been so abused, and I was married, and I intend to stay married because I believe when I took those vows that I was supposed to don't go with no man but my husband. And so I tried to stay with him, but he beat me so much. And I couldn't take the trash out of nothing. During that, starved me and my kids to death. And so we left from Camp Pendleton around by late 1964, 65. We went to Long Beach, California. It's a naval base there. He got stationed as an MP, and they had those, when you come in out the gate, you work the gate. Oh, so he kept on and kept on. He used to take all my check in there. I couldn't get a penny unless my mommy was asking for him to go down the street. I couldn't look up at the car windows. He slapped me, said I was Peter watching. When he got me from there, because a bunch of sailors in them dressed whites and things there on Ocean Boulevard in Long Beach, California, where I went. And the beating, I'm not going there with all that in my life because it was a big old mess. That's another day and another story. But I have never not believed that I need to work and take care of my own. So he kept on and on whooping me and taking my money and accused me of all kind of things that I never would have done. I hadn't even thought of some of the things that he would accuse me of. And it made me feel like he think I'm a hoe. And I'm not that. So I went, and I might shouldn't tell this here, but I'm going to tell it anyway. So he take all my money. I worked on a Navy base there in the laundry. And he'd take all my check. If I want a bottle of soda, I had to ask him for it. I couldn't look out the car windows. I couldn't take the trash out the house. Because if I did, he told me tarantulas, spiders, and stuff was outside around the trash and snakes, so I put in there. I didn't know no better. So I stayed in the house. But then he'd come home and he might have been flips of ashes on behind the refrigerator, on had headboards on bed behind the bed, and he insisted on me cleaning up, and I was a clean person. He would put on his white glove. He'd go all over the top of the woodwork and every place. And everything would be clean because I know if I didn't clean things up, he's going to beat me when he come home. And so we went through a lot of that. Then I decided I'm tired of this. And I went outside. We were living upstairs in some apartments. And I looked up in the sky. And I told God, I'm tired of this. I told that God, I'm doing the best I can, and I can't take no more of this for better or worse. You're going to have to get me because I'm going to do something to this nigga. I'm going to stop this. The hell with that for better or worse. If I don't get away with him, he's going to kill me when he's beating me. So I got my check. No, I didn't. I'm lying. I got my check. I did. And he took the check, the money. He went on to work to a job under that San Pedro Bridge going from Long Beach Boulevard over in San Pedro, California. he went on to work cleaning some planes that fly, seaplanes that fly to Catalina Island. So I got all of his, we had TV, record player, and all that stuff. I got all that stuff, and I had the girl downstairs to take me to the pawn shop, and I pawned it. And I went downtown Long Beach. I can't remember the name of the store. I bought me a pistol. So I bought me a pistol, and you couldn't take it for 14 days. They kept it. And I went across the street there to a store called Bullets. It had sporting goods on them. I bought me some little hollow point bullets. And I said, I'm going to stop him and whoop me. So he came home and worked one day. I got my pistol back. Boy, he slapped me for nothing. Gonna beat me about nothing. Accused me of being outside and I wouldn't do it nothing. Gonna beat me. Just want to whoop me. So he came home this day. I was sitting on a stool, an ornament in front of a chair. And he just off and slapped me. And I slapped me off of the thing on the floor. I got up, and little old blouses then, they was in style that hung out. You could reach up under them. And I had that little pistol in my bra. So I pulled it. It was a kitchen, then the living room straight across from it, you know. So I pulled my pistol out, and he was a big, broad-shouldered man, young man. Shoulder looked like teeter-totter, looked like a football player with his thing. He had natural big shoulder, little waist, nice behind, bow leg from the knee down, big old strong looking strapping young man. And so I pulled that pistol out and he said, you pull it, you're going to have to shoot me now. He took one step towards me. I fired that pistol down towards the floor. His hand went up like I was the police. Ooh, did I feel powerful. Ooh, I said, ooh, he's scared of me now. I said, shoot it. I said, no, don't shoot him. He said, shoot him. I made him sit down on the couch. And I tormented him. And because he used to beat me and say, answer me, and I'd be scared. I didn't know what to say. Ooh, I'd be so scared I didn't know what to say. Because anything I say, he's going to hit me anyway. And I wouldn't answer him. He slapped me and tell me to answer him. Then when I started answering it, then he slapped me and make me shut up. I just be, like that. He had me like that. So I said him again with those, I made him sit on the couch. I got way in the kitchen, in the chair, so he couldn't get to me quick. And I crossed my leg. I said, I'm going to give you a dose of answer me and shut up. So I asked him a question, and I was just waving that pistol around like I was crazy. And I was crazy, but I wasn't going to shoot it. I'd already shot in the house. I didn't know if the police was going to come or not. So I made him sit down on the couch. And then I asked him a question. He didn't know what to say. He was scared then. So he wouldn't answer me, and I shake my pistol, let him swing it back and forth, and I say, answer me. Soon he go talking, I tell him to shut up. And I tortured him for a while like that. Then I told him to get up out of there and get. Boy, he had a 1965 Chevy, that 4 in the floor, kind of gray colored car. And I heard him going down Santa Fe, shifting that car. The car said, ooh, ooh. I said, good, he gone. And so, in a few days, my mother called me. He back in Indiana, and that was the best thing ever happened to me, that fight men left me. But what I want to really talk about, that's some of my kind of beginning. So I had to work to take care of my kids. I wasn't laying to get in no relationship because I'd had two. And I had 2 kids, and I needed to take care of my kids, so I went to work. And I wouldn't ask for no welfare. To start off, I got some welfare, but I didn't want to answer all them questions and them and asking that stuff, food stamps and all that. I said, I'm going to get me a job and go back to work. I ain't going to have that. I'm going to be begging for no food and no place to stay. I was raised to work. But anyway, I went on what touch. Let me get to what I keep rambling off of my life is crazy, and I'm 75 years old almost, and I'm crazy too. But I'm trying to make some sense of at this point in my life and look back over it a little bit too at the person in the mirror, because a lot of that stuff was my fault. Because of what I thought, and I acted on it, and what was at the end of that, where it was leading, I didn't know. But it's my thinking. Teenagers thinking. They don't know no better. Ain't nobody taught them. You can think what you want to think, but that don't mean it's going to be what you think you're going to get. And I'm at that point again, at this time, at 75. So you never get through learning. And what you think is right, it might be right then. But if you gather some information and talk to somebody, what you think is right and believe with all your heart is right. Everything in you, you think is right. And you get to a point, you got to step. Get that mirror. There's something you did there that you didn't understand. You can own up to how you got in that situation. You have done a great thing, because a lot of your troubles is your own fault. So, but today I'm going to talk about, I was watching Lance. I watch different things on YouTube, different things. People talk, I listen to them. And so at my age, I take a lot of medicine now because I had to have, from eating bad food, stressed out, being blessed to have strength, and in me the will to work and play two roles. Thought I could do it, to be a man that's responsible of taking care of the house and the kids and all that, and then be the woman, got to wash and cook and all that stuff too. Thought I could do it, thought I did it. I did the best I could, but I get to this point and find out you thought you was doing so much, but you did the best you could, but you didn't know no better. It needed a man there. Because it wasn't one there, I tried the best I could to be both roles. And I thought I was doing a good job. And I did do a good job. But it was just more than any one person can do. A woman cannot be a man and a woman hold both roles up properly. And neither can a man be a woman and a man and hold up the responsibility. I think a man probably could do it better than a woman, really, because he's stronger muscle-wise, and his head think clear. To me, his head is not stronger than mine, but it got better thoughts. It was running right to mine, and if you get together, it's a balance there. If you got no sense to talk and have some understanding, which we don't a lot of times when we're young, because we don't know anything. We think we do. We know what we know, but there's more to it than that as you go through the journey of life, and life will teach it to you. If you can learn, some people can't learn. They don't learn from their mistakes because they make them, but they can't see they got a mistake in the first place. If you can't find out you're wrong, then you can't grow. That's a fact. So I was looking at, I'm going to talk about what I saw that I think I'm all right. I'll be trying to figure out now, since I had 5 bypasses and a big aneurysm in my aorta, and I thought I never would. When I woke up and they split my chest open, and I'm 5'11". I'm almost 6 foot tall. And certain got long arms and stuff like that, and long legs. And, you know, you don't want to call yourself fine, but I could climb trees with men or do whatever, because in me, that kind of spirit inside of me. If a man got to climb a tree, then if I can hold his foot, then I'm going to let him get up in the tree. I ain't no little sister. Well, I'm going to break my nail. Oh, I can't do it. I don't pretend that I'm a man, but I'm going to try to hold it up the best I can. If one ain't there, I'm going to hold up till you get there. Oh, I just hold on, let God help me. So that's how I am. Not saying nobody needs to be like me, but that's been my thinking on this journey I've been going through. But they had a movie on, or ever what you want to call it. I'm watching Lance's show, and they had to talk about women and what we need to do as women. And I feel like I'll tell you, if the shoe fit, wear it. And I know I try not to be saying things that I can't put my foot in. If I say you can put your foot in it, mine going to too, I'm no better than nobody. So I believe in that balance. It's balance. So I listened to this young man. They're going to talk about women. I said, I want to hear this here because I probably can learn something even at 75, almost years old. So I'm looking and listening to this young man, and he's putting it on the line, and the things he's saying, I ain't even thought about that deep. I knew because so many things he was saying touched my life even when I was young, and the ways I had at flapping my mouth to a man, toe to toe, because I felt like I had a right to toe to him, because I had 2 babies, and the baby's dad just wouldn't take care of him, so I had to play man and woman, which I didn't want to play man and woman, but I was doing the best I could. And you got an idea, let's talk about it. I was mad, because I decided I was in love and got at least some babies, and they run off, and I knew it was my responsibility to take care of my kids, so I stood on my own 2 feet the best I could with no education, only finished the 9th grade. I'm not an educated person, but I'm not a stupid person. Some talk to me and let me know that I shouldn't do certain things, and things is hard, but you have to take the blow, and later you got to get up and get up again. If I was in a man's body, that's a part of me, that kind of get up and go. It's hard. Life is harder to beat you down because the devil is bad like that. Evilness is on this earth like that, and I understood that for a very long time. I give out, fall down, but I believe me, I'm going to lay there and cry with it. I'm getting back on my feet and take my breath, and I'm going again. May that God help me, please. So that's how I am. But this thing is talked about how women need to change. And the guy that talked about this stuff, it was good stuff. So then they opened the lines up to people to call in. And I'm not a person who won't call in nowhere. But I did call, but I just wanted to thank for the information that the shoes that I had never seen or fit my foot. At 74, I had to put on some shoes, and it was very clear to me when he was outlining this stuff that this young man is telling the truth. Even to me, it's the truth, you know, so I understood that. And it made me so emotional, and I'm not one to be crying. That's what I don't do, because I suck up my tears and stuff them down and get up and go again, because that's what kind of person I had to make myself if I want to play both roles, man and woman, which I can't do both of them, but you have to do the best you can. So I had to call to thank Lance for the information he's making available in these days and time, because a lot of time I wake up and I don't feel so good in the condition I'm in. First wanting to leave and can't leave where I'm at and stuck here, I feel. And if I was strong enough, I'd go, but where do I go when you feel like you ain't got nobody on this earth to help you? You've been running all your life with Trump and all these racism, these racists and these white supremacists everywhere. I take my drive where I want to go. But I know if I take my butt out in the woods across this country, them devils out there everywhere. So some tell me you keep still, so I'm stuck where I'm at. Not that I couldn't leave, but I'm scared to go this way and that way until I get some kind of healing of which way to go, because I done went so many ways in my young days that I thought was the way to go, and it turned out to be not so good. So I pray to a higher power, ancestors, whatever what you want to call it, to some greater than me to guide me, because I'm too old. I can't be going down the road, going on a cliff, crawling back up like I did when I was young. I'd rather be still and take this whooping I'm getting here where I'm at, with some truth. And so figuring out what I can do and what I've done and clean my mind up and own up the stuff I thought was right, and I had to figure now it's wrong. It was wrong, but I didn't intend to. So I know that the ancestors and everything know what I did, my intent, so I'm not fearing that. And some things I did, I knew it wasn't right. I just wanted to do it. But I haven't done anything that I won't talk about in my life. I haven't. I done did some things because sin, it wasn't right, it sure was. But I have did nothing to really intentionally harm anybody. Somebody tell me not to do something, and I can do it if I want to, and I did it. I ain't said it right, but I didn't do it to them. Whatever I did, it was my right to do it. And the police didn't come get me. You better leave me alone, because God gonna get me. That's how I feel. You see me, he see you. You don't tell me what to do. And that go for preachers and everything else. It went for my mother and them, but I was just scared to get the black beat off me, so I'd be quiet. And when I left and started and got me a job, I say what I want to say to whoever I want to say it for. If you get in my face, I ain't gonna come to your house and tell you stuff. But you cross my path and get in my way, I tell you get out of my way, and I mean just that. So if I see you now, when I was young, I would come to your face. But now, instead of me coming to people's face and tell them I see them, I say, I ain't going to be bothered. I go out my back door and go, because I don't want to fuss and fight no more. I don't want to fight. I want to find somebody going in the direction where I believe in, and that's where I want to go. I want to go the way that I believe what I feel, but I got to wait till I get that feeling. And I got that feeling today. Oh, my goodness. It was so much on me that I could. Ooh, I kept trying to take it and trying to take it. It was so much reflecting back to me, to what I had done and didn't understand. And that I know that kind of stuff. Women need to face that. And I'm wondering, caught a lot. And then and the man said women need to shut their damn mouth and listen. I need to shut my damn mouth and listen. I'm so strong-headed from having to get out and hunt like a man and had horns on, which I shouldn't have had, but I'd hook any of them in their butt with them horns. To then you don't know how to act because you got them horns out all the time. You sticking people, people sticking you, but you don't know how them horns you running into people, I'd hurt them. Like all men is bad. I thought that. And I done talked about them. I done cussed them out. My grandkids, it's a shame. My grandkids, I raised them. My daughter got on drugs, and I adopted my grandkids when I was an older woman. I raised them, and 3 of them are boys and 1 girl. I changed them diapers and all that stuff. In California, the Children's Service had them all tied up, going to take them from my daughter and put them in the system. They was in the system, but I held on. In California, kicked my butt every way but a loop. Oh, I can't even talk about what California done did to me. And my God, and my ancestors told me to hold on. But I've been whipped like a slave and treated like a dog. But I let them put me all over. And I said to them, I mean, they'll beat me till I die. But you won't take my grandbaby like you took my ancestors' kids and sold them. You put me till I die, but I'm holding on to them. No matter what, whoop me then. I protect my grandbabies. Oh, they whooped me. Oh, that when I left that state and I be so close in Arizona, I'm scared to go across the California line. I'm scared children's service. They whooped me when they let me adopt my grandkids. Boy, I left there, and I'm a Californian driver. I didn't even drive till I went to California, up the freeway, down the freeway, through the fog, out on the airport, worked for Shell Oil Coffee. They give me a man's job when they had to hire black, and they killed 2 birds with 1 stone when they hired a black woman. They got a woman and a black. They wouldn't line to hire no black men, and that's where we get them good jobs. They did that. She did that stuff. I had a good job. Bought my own house, had it, had mortgage payment, had my own car, Shell Oil Company, credit union paper, drive out my check, making what's called good money. I don't need no man to take care of me. I take care of my kids when I'm scrubbing floors and things, cooking, selling food out of my kitchen. Showing out. Oh, boy, I was a mess. Boy, I was a mess. I had something else to talk about another time. But anyway, when they talk about how we done hurt black men. Ooh, I done hurt black men like I never thought I had. The things I done said, the things that come out of my mouth into a black man's face and look him right in his eye and meant every word of it. And wasn't scared. I done talked to them bad when they try to do certain things to me and say certain things. I make them get. I'd be alone before I let you run over me like that. That was my attitude. I got my own job, my own car, my own money, and I do it. I don't need you in my bed. Now, how about that? What else you got to talk about? That's what kind of woman I was. So, but I never thought how much I had injured a black man with my mouth. I have. And if he came on to me, I would injure him other ways. I wasn't scared of no damn man. I ain't scared of a bear. You don't scare me with that. You gonna whoop me, I'll make you wish you hadn't if you don't kill me, because I'll do you. You know what to mess with. Look 'em in the eye, you better get and go on over to your mama's house and whoop her. Because she love you probably. If you ain't finna whoop me, and they get to getting. And I would only get at the ones I was with. Then I had an attitude without men anyway, because I thought they all was bad. I thought I know all white people had me, thought white people hated me too. Because I was black. I had that in me. I didn't know that all lighter color blacks didn't hate me too. I was hurting deep inside. It hurt me so bad. And I was hurting people with my mouth because what was inside me, I felt it wasn't true, but I thought it was. And that's sad, and I got to be sorry for that. Because when I look back, I done hurt so many people, not intentionally, because what I was thinking was right, what I was feeling that was coming out of me, and I was trying to keep myself safe and protect myself from them because I knew they hated me. I thought that. But that's not true, but it was true when I was thinking it. Then everybody excuse me for jumping around every place, but something else touched me. So I don't get on and talk because I'm not an educated woman and I don't pronounce everything right. It's just so I don't want to talk on no phone. And then like that, but I have to try to tell the truth because it's on me. So the young lady got they open up the lines to talk on this phone, and they talking about folks straighten out women that they not men. So a young lady came on there. She spoke well. Oh, but when she hot, said no straight, she was holding her ground. in these times, like I used to hold mine in the, let's call it the stagecoach days, before these new freeway days now, because I'm an old timer, and it's all right with me. I don't want to get on the freeway because I can't get this new stuff. I'm going to sit on the sideline and look at it and think what I want to think, and when I need to tell something, I'm going to tell it about my journey, because that's all I can really tell you about, is what my life has been and where it has went. So she was firing her mouth up, boy, when she spit pepper out of her mouth. I said, listen to her. I said, she needs to hush, hold her tight. And she said what touched and brought her to tears. She was going over some bridge somewhere by jail, and it made her so sad because she saw so many young black women outside waiting to go in and see probably some young black men. And it touched her. So, but she also was saying that she had helped so many people and stuff and tried so hard. And then when she went down and out, nobody helped her. That's what she'd have been through, and that's where I am now in my life. And when she said that, I said, honey, that's where I am now. And you young, and you just there, but I done worked almost 75 years at it. The people I helped raise stuff, change their diapers. I'm down, and I ain't out. I'm just down. I can sit up and go. But I don't have the energy I used to have. So I feel probably some self-pity. Because what I thought it was going to be when I was young and strong and working so hard is not what it is now. So that is the same thing she feeling. She fired up, but I'm not going to get fired up behind what my children and my grandchildren are doing, because I know I've done my best. And there was coming to them, they going to get it. All I want to do is find something else better to do, to help somebody the best I can with little stuff I know, but I just want to get away from them and let the ancestors fix them, because the ancestors know I done tried. And everything I've done hasn't been right. But I did the best I could and what I thought was right, and that's all anybody can do. But you got to always know when you think you're so right, you can be so wrong. And that's where it's so hard, because I've learned so much that I thought I was okay. But I want to look at the mirror and see the truth. And the truth hurts sometimes. And to face it, you never seen it. At 74, going on 75, I'd never seen and understood some things I understood today. And go back to the young girl, young woman, she was going across, seeing the young women, people in jail and stuff. And she was going to take care of her and her child, and she had a son. I said, that could be your boy in that jail. Well, most, all the black men in jail is some black woman's child. It ain't none of my child, but it's her child. And I feel like she loves her child like I love mine. They got our sons in these prisons for little or nothing. And a black woman, a female, is supposed to nurture. Instead of, you can't nurture your baby when he's born. You feel for the ones in jail. But these men on the outside, they need nurturing too. All of them ain't bad. And she's spitting fire, sticking on, because I never thought the men hurt. I just thought they low down and dirty and treating me bad. But maybe people need to learn how to nurture each other. And cause a man grown, that don't mean he ain't got no pain. And you need to watch how you use that mouth of yours, woman. You need to calm your anger down, baby. Cause some love and understanding need to come somewhere so we can do what we need to do and help the children. A man is a being just like a woman. Because he's strong, that don't mean he ain't got no feelings. And women need to learn that, and so do men. And a lot of these old people like me and older need to know the truth. Because some of us been some kind of helpers in our young day. We don't tell the truth about things we done. We get in the church with them demons and look down on everybody else and talk about what they ain't do. You done did almost everything, anything, some of you. So since you being so hard on somebody else, because the ancestors going to be hard on you, you better watch your step. Seniors and elders, these babies can teach you something. They teaching me something. I'm ready to learn. All I want to do is help them. Because they need help where they need help, and tell my old what to sit over there and do this, peel the onions or whatever it is, drive here, drive there, run errands, and tell me this and tell me that, help me, I'm going to help you. So we need to come together as a people and help all of them. All of us need help. And forget about color, money, houses, and all. As a people, as a marinated thing, I call myself black. But I ain't never not wanted to be black. I wish for many things, but I ain't never wished that I wasn't black. Anything, I wished I was blacker. I wish I was black as a bill telephone. I don't care. Judge me because I'm black and stay away from me. Then I don't have to be nice to you. Stay away from me. Just you. That's your problem. It ain't none of mine. I ain't ashamed I'm black. I ain't saying I'm black, and the further I go down this journey, I've been feeling that way for a long time. I'm getting to understanding who the true people on this earth is, and that's what I feel good about. I'm old now, and I'm here for some reason, and all I want to do is help somebody, if I can, to make it through these times. I can't do everything, but whatever I can do to help somebody. I want to help, and I want understanding and enlightenment so I can see clear. But first I need to own up for what I've done and the worst stuff I've done that I didn't know that I'd never seen. This mouth of mine, big and tall, almost 6 foot tall. Learn how to box when I was a girl. These men driving 18-wheelers years ago, I went to school for it. I thought I'd do man work, oh God bless me, be tall, strong, that kind of physical strong. Don't want to be no man, but I ain't scared to get beside him. He can't hold it up, I get up under there with it. But he don't get out and talk crazy to me because I punch both his eyes out. I hit you upside your head, you piss me off. You better go on somewhere. You can't run over me because I'm going to take my places to help you, but you're going to respect me, and I'm going to respect you. That's what needs to happen, and that's love. Your best friends is love. And forget about a bunch of sex. Sex ain't nothing but a feeling and some mess and cause babies to come, but who going to take care of? Man, run you crazy. You got a bunch of babies looking like they running you crazy too. You raise them up, they might whoop your ass. And you thought your little son was God, and they got them all in the prison, and all our hearts is aching. But we going to talk bad to a black man. Your son going to become a man. You don't like talking to your son like that. You need a man to talk to him. Can't no woman raise no man. Some of them probably can, but most of them can't, because you pamper your boys. You pamper them. Oh, my son, like my son. I thought he was good as Jesus is God. Oh, you couldn't tell me, oh, my son. Oh, I thought, this is my son didn't pimp me, I pimped myself. I had them good job, I done bought this sucker some of everything. Both of them, the girl and the boy. Now he ass old, almost 60 years old, almost old as me, and he still think he can handle me. He can't do nothing with me. You gonna make me knock his head off. You better go on. He about 60. And I see what I can create that. Now I'm mad at him because he acting a certain way. I had to look at the mirror. Yeah, you gave him this, gave him that. 50-some years old, ain't never worked a year in his life, maybe 6 months. Because I took care of him. Because I worked 2 jobs, I had shit. And I've given this, he do whatever he wanted to do, be in my house, doing whatever. Oh, I look at him buying some nice clothes, leather pants, and take my cars and stuff. I'd say I wasn't going to be no hoe, but I've been the biggest hoe you ever seen. Not out in the street screwing and stuff like that. But taking my money, making my son a pimp, and he making me the hoe right now. It pissed me off because I didn't see what I was doing. Because wasn't no man there. One was there, I was listening to him, I run him off. Now I need to run my son. I wish a man around kick his ass right now. I tried to kick it a few times. He ain't going to hit me back and stuff like that. He's scared to hit me. I bet you he's scared to hit me. I'm in this house. I don't want to be. They tricked me here, and here I'm here. Got a home and everything. They had me think there's going to be some family stuff. I drove from here, from Indiana, all the way to Yuma, Arizona by myself after that hard surgery. Oh, I feeling so good. I knew if I could make it or not. I told them, meet me in San Diego and pick me up there at the airport at 50 time. Because if I tried to come, they would tell me, oh, Mama, you can't drive that far. Oh, Mama, you can't do this, you can't do that. I said to myself, the hell you said, if the elders are willing in my God, whatever it is willing, I can do anything, and I'm going to try. If I can't do it, I'll stop where I'm at and send you an airline ticket and tell you to drive to me. I'll even tell them. When they looked up, I was driving up in the driveway. I drove all the way from Indiana, all the way here, and then sleep in a motel one night, sit up in the seat and sleep. Oh, I had canned up all kind of stuff and bring it to them and made homemade this and that and applesauce and apple butter. Oh, I was going to show them how to cook turkeys and all that stuff. They always say, Mama, how you cook this? How you they out here trying to cook? I came out here, lace tablecloth and everything. They got me hemmed up out here. When I got out here, all their bills and behind and stuff, they doing everything crazy. And thought it was all right, and I ended up, oh, boy, I had to pay bills. Boy, they was in so much fun, I pulled them out. Then after I pulled them out, they tell me to get out. I tricked myself. But all that's all right. It's all right. I got income coming in and stuff. And I'm going to get out of here. And there's a story in the Bible. Said, like, I think it was, I ain't going to be like Lot while she looked back or something and turn into a pillar of salt. If I get away from here, if I don't learn something to know I'm supposed to stay here, I ain't looking back. I'm going to have somebody else that needs some help to appreciate it. Yeah, I've been helping these people. They rotten as hell, and it's my fault. They rotten. But I'm tired of them. I'm tired of taking care of. If I got something, I give it to who I want to. I can get another. Anything I'm getting is going to be a bunch of hell. Cuss them out, boy. I ain't never been cussing them out. I cuss them out. And they be so shocked. Oh, Mama. Oh, Grandma. They say. And I know I shouldn't cuss them, but when I cuss them, I can't hit them and knock the hell out of them. But when I call them names and cuss them out and call them bad words, and I said one day I'm going to be outside and the sun's going to be shining and the elders going to send a bolt of lightning down from a clear blue sky and strike me down with my cussing butt. I be cussing. When I cuss, I feel so good. It's like, oh, God. I cuss them out, it'll shock them, and they can't do, they better not cuss me back. I bet you that. I be cussing them out. I said, it hurt your feelings. You hurt my feelings. And that's not right. I be paying them back. I said, I cuss them, they gonna hurt their feelings. They I'm gonna cuss these bastards out. And I cuss them. They said, that grandma and that. And then sometimes now I cuss them somewhere they go to laugh. I cuss at them. Oh, I cuss at him. I'm going to stop that. I'm asking the elder to help me stop this cussing. And when I cuss them out, I be stressed out. When I get through cussing them, it relaxes me. And that's crazy. I be saying, oh, the stress is gone. The stress is gone. I ain't cussing until I cuss the stress off of me. That's what I do, and that's so ugly. I never thought I'd cuss like I cuss. I'm terrible. I tell all my old friends how I cuss. That's terrible. But right now, it's helping me. The elders know, and I hope that I know when the time I'm going to stop it, because I don't feel like it's right, but I feel like it ain't too bad, and I cuss them if I want to. Call them a motherfucker, too. Ooh, Grandma. I call them a son of a bitch. I tell them to kiss my ass, all that stuff. And I said, look like old dried up prune, you kiss it. So that's real bad stuff. And I'm probably going to have to apologize for saying this stuff. You know, and I said I'm going to go back and apologize. I'm going to apologize to them for calling them bitches. I am. I don't have to apologize for that, because my mouth, I shouldn't say that. I'm going to apologize for them calling them bitches. I'm going to apologize to me for talking about their daddies to them so bad when they was young. And all they done seen is a supposed to be strong woman. They started feeling all kind of ways and scared to mess with me. Yeah, because you so strong, talk your yak and stand on it, knock the hell out of them. I ain't killed now one of them, but you better I make them run. I'm a mud deer like Tyler Perry. I'm a mud deer. I eat you side here to steal it. You better get out of here. Shut your mouth. Don't keep talking up to me. I'm mad, so shut up and leave me alone. Get out of my house. Go on outside somewhere, ride your bicycle. Leave me alone. Well, I knock some of your teeth out and police be over here. I ain't killed now one of them. Ain't sent down to the hospital yet. My son, almost 60 years old, he talks stuff about me away from me. I call him a punk. I call him one. You hung on my dress till all your life talking all that strong shit. Nigga, you ain't never worked out and took care of your ass. Now, of course, I won't sign all my stuff over you and step down. You gonna treat me bad, I'll take it down goodwill. I go to the casino and gamble, they be talking about my side. I ain't spending none of your goddamn money. If mine, I didn't steal it. Call police and tell them come over and get me. I'll tell them what you said to me and they'll take your ass to jail. Leave me alone. I be over with them old people. Ooh, I be over there. Sometimes I be gone 24 hours. I don't even know that the night done left and a new day done came. Boy, them old people get up in the middle of the night, they be over there. You be laughing, talking, they be on their walker, some of them legs be off, but they friendly. Yeah, they friendly, and I be having myself a good time. I need to stay out of that casino gambling. I'm over that. But one while I was gambling like, ooh-wee, I was gambling. Ooh-wee, I was gambling, pulling them slots. It was so much. I enjoyed them things spinning, looking at, trying to match them up. And I run out of money. I said, I'm just going to gamble up. First I started with 100, and I won't leave. Then I said, shit, I'm taking me 300. And I take that. I said, shit, I'm taking me 600. I gamble that 600 up. I go back to the machine, run the limit on all my cars. I be over there gambling. I said, I spend my money up. When they asked me for some money, I told myself, I gamble it all. Put it in the machine, I might hit. And I hit sometimes pretty good. But you keep playing, you lose back anyway. So when they asked, I ain't got no money, I left and put in the machines at the casino. That's over there. When I pull it, I might win. But when I let y'all have my money, y'all don't never give me none of it back. And you don't respect me. And you don't want to work and take care of yourself. I'm at the casino gambling my money off. I gamble it off. It's mine. Hell, I can't take it with me. I do it the hell I want to. I done did enough for y'all. I'm do me. And right now I'm doing the casino. One day the police came over to at me. I'm sitting up in there and I'm gambling. Me and this old lady, we talking and pulling these slots, losing our money or winning or whatever I was doing. I heard somebody say, Grandma. And I listened to my youngest grandchild I read. He's 22 now. And he's looking at me, big old tall black thing. I call him my shack. Oh, to me, he's so good looking. He is the blackest one with some pretty white teeth. And he ain't that bad, but I cuss him too sometime now. And I looked around behind me and the police was standing. I said, what the hell the police doing? I don't do police stuff. I will if you push me. But I don't want to be in no jail. You hear me? I ain't never want to go to jail, but I went one time. And go again. You mess with me enough, I'll go again. But I ain't letting go no jail. I don't want people to lock me up and put me behind no bar. In the cages, put us in another cage when they brought us into slavery. I don't want to go back in their house and stay around in there behind them bars. When you mess around, I'll go there. I sure will. I don't want to. So the police said, ma'am, you all right? I said, yeah. He said, well, have a good day. He laughed because they've been all around town. My grandson had them driving, looking for me. They thought somebody had did something to me because I've been gone 24 hours. I didn't even know I'd been gone 24 hours. I didn't know the night had left and the next day was there. I was so busy having fun with all them old people over there. I was having me a good time over there gambling. But that ain't no good job for me to do gambling. I don't go back in there no more. I be wanting to go. But some say, they on your nerve, go over there and gamble. Some say, don't go over there and gamble. You need to put your teeth and do other stuff and take care of your stuff. Quit giving them people your money over there at that casino. I make some of the machines hit sometimes. Them machines hit, I hit them good. You play big, you win big. I hit them. I come out there with their money and I go to the bank and put it in there. I keep going back to get all of it back. Ain't really winning nothing. I don't want to be gambling no more, but I might go gamble. That casino be calling me like somebody on crack, like a drug addict trying to kick the habit. I got the habit quick. Could have I told me I'd start smoking cigarettes after I had my heart surgery? Let's tell you how crazy I am. So I had to stay out here in Yuma where I had this heart surgery. And they wouldn't let me leave because I couldn't get my blood pressure under control right. And they said I couldn't fly because my blood pressure too high. So I stayed out here almost 3 years. And when I left Indiana, I left that heat up high to the go, even a heater in the garage, a big old heater thing up in the ceiling that cuts on off and blows. Like being a stove in my garage, because I ain't going to no garage and wash, and it's cold outside. I ain't going to no cold garage. I'm from California. I can't stand cold. So I didn't turn my heat down right because I wasn't feeling good, and I wanted to drive on out here, and it was November, and the snow was coming, and we're going to get to St. Louis, so I was trying to get on the highway so I could come on into Oklahoma, down through that, not Oklahoma. I came down through Dallas, Texas, down through that way. And then going to drop on out and come out in somewhere in Texas. I think of the name in it. You see it on Cowboy, El Paso. El Paso, yeah. Drop on down through there, come down through there that way, through Oklahoma, and through Dallas, down through there. Oh, my goodness, and I got out here. I drove all the way out here. I made it. My heart was bad enough for me to die at any time. When I went to the doctor, they wanted to send me straight from the doctor's office to the hospital. That's how bad my heart was and how much blockage I had. But the elders didn't want me, so I didn't go nowhere. I'm still here kicking. Can't kick high, but I'm kicking. I'm kicking. I'm going to get better. Soon I learn to take better care of myself and face some truth that I ain't seen yet. But I'm searching, and I'm sitting still, and I'm doing the best I know how. And I'm praying to learn more so I can do more. But when the truth hit me, like it did today, that I have to tell it. And I'm feeling better now, and I hope everybody feels better. And I hope if I said anything that helps you, may you be able to think about it, understand it, and go from there. We all can help each other. I told you some little things here and there and all over the place, because that's kind of life. Different things pull me, go this way and that way. have to drop some of it off because it's a story, but I'm okay. For now, I'm okay. Oh, I've had heart surgery, hadn't smoked in 30 years. Went back to Indiana to rest in my house. And a friend I went to school with, I hadn't seen him since we were teenagers together, and I've been gone from there since 1964. But I went back to my grandkids to the house I had. But I got sick. I came back out here. And so he came up, he sat on my front porch, and I didn't let him out. We looking, I love flowers and garden and vegetables. So we sitting on the front porch, and I don't smoke, so he's smoking, it's coming in my face. And so they don't call me by my name, they call me by a nickname. If I say that, anybody know who that is about, did this much talking, I'm going to leave that off right now. But I have a nickname. And he said to me, I'm just sitting there, my leg crawl. He got a leg crawl. We looking at the hummingbird. I have some hummingbird feeders, and they come near them, the bird. And then I got flowers to make butterflies come. Bees come too. I don't like bees too much because they get on you. But we just sitting there on the porch talking. He in his chair on one side and I'm on the other. We've been knowing each other so long, and I hadn't been around him, so we just talking, just like old school friends. And he said this name, if I keep on, I'm going to say it. He said, you want a cigarette? And I'm sitting there. I said, no, I don't smoke. Then not the ancestor, the devil told me. He said, oh, go ahead and smoke one with him. I said, oh yeah, give me one. So he gave me a cigarette. So I'm sitting out there like a Jezebel. And I was thinking about the years I used to have all them old long fingernails on in California, keeping them done. All kind of holes in them. They pierce them and gold charms all on them, chains hanging off of them. That was the thing out there. It wasn't enough, but it was on in Cali popping. And I had them right on too with everybody else. So when I crossed my leg, I just felt like I was at a bar somewhere having a cocktail. Had these two fingers, smoking fingers sticking straight out. And I used to have a handful of all kind of gold rings and stuff. Because I'd been out there in Cali, and that's what everybody's doing, so I didn't be doing me. I had that cigarette, and I crossed my leg. And like I went back I took a puff off of that cigarette and had my fingers sticking out. I got a mouthful of smoke. And so it said, should you inhale it? And that devil said, on my shoulder, said, hell yeah, I inhaled that cigarette. And a little bit I was so drunk I had to put it out. So I left it alone. So when he got ready to leave, he said, hey, that nickname he called me, he said, here's some cigarette. When you get up in the morning, and I got an enclosed deck porch that I can sit in windows and things, I can look out at the birds and things so the mosquito won't bite me. I can sit back there, and I got a nice chair back there. So I went back there, and I didn't want the kids to know I was smoking. There's a sliding glass door that I could close it off and the smoke won't go in the house. And I lit that cigarette up, and I'd be back there smoking. And I kept on going back there in my coffin, smoking a cigarette, and I smoked pizza and put it in the pack and slide up under that chair. And I kept messing with them cigarettes, now I'm smoking. Oh, my God, I went backwards. I'm so sorry I did that, listen to my so-called friend that smoked the cigarette. Now I've been blessed to have 5 bypasses, have an aneurysm in my aorta. And I've been allowed to get up and get going again. And I turn around and smoke a cigarette. And now I'm just like a crackhead on cigarette. And I said to myself, it won't be so bad, but I don't know. If you get away from here, with these people, because I can light them up and lay it down and burn up, I don't care. And then I do something else, okay, then they burn up, I just light up another, I just light them up. If I don't smoke them, I just like some light won't puff, I put it out. But I got a nervous habit to light a cigarette now, and I just wish I could stop puffing on these cigarettes because it's like I don't appreciate the gift for me having all that surgery and be up again. I feel so bad about doing the ancestors, God, or whoever, because I don't do no church. I ain't gonna do no church, and I don't believe no Jesus white. I don't believe none of that stuff. I don't want to deal with no religion and building things. I had a little church when I was a kid, and I ain't never blown. I went in the church one time. I was going to go in there and try to join because I had been married and I left my husband. And when I shot, and he went on back to Indiana, and I didn't want to commit adultery, so I went to this church. So I thought they were going to help me because that sin was bothering me. I wanted to commit adultery. So I went to the church so I wouldn't. I thought they were going to give me some strength. Boy, I went down there, them people in that church so bad. Oh, I said, oh, these people. Because I know the story about Jesus going in the church and tumbling the table, and they was in there serving, selling doves and things. I said, oh, hell, I'm getting out of here. Because I ain't doing right, but I don't want Jesus to come catch me up in here. I'm going to be wandering in the wilderness. So I've been wandering around all my life. I've been wanting to do the right thing, but I go in a place, I get a sense that I can't be in there with them people. I'm like, come on. I ain't coming there with y'all. Y'all up in there clowning. And that thing that helped me when I was black and little girl in that closet tell me, all right, get out of there. You better come out of there. And I leave. Hey, come on back. No, not me. You better leave me alone. Then I went on. They might give me for saying this, but I'll tell this too while I'm telling it. So I'm working up at LAX at the airport for Shell Oil Company. So I really always wanted to help. So I said, because I was blessed, I had what they call a good job. I want to give back, right? So I had got into that church. I couldn't do that. So one of the guys that worked for TWA used to come over there, and they have them little gas trucks that load up. Them trucks go up on the bottom, plane, all that equipment. They come over and get that gas from Shell, where I worked at that terminal. They go back over and keep all that equipment gassed up. And so he's over there, and I was talking about like I need to find something to do, because sometimes I just feel like I need to help. That's just the way I am. You need to help. And so I told him I didn't get along with that church. He said, I got something that you might be interested in. So he told me about the Eastern Stars. And he told me what they did. And so he said something about the book of Mary. They had something, not Ruth. And so I said, let me check this out. So I went on and checked that out. And I got up in there a little bit. And when I seen what they were doing in there a little bit, I said, oh, hell no, I'm getting out of here too. I got out of there and I didn't go back. I go in places trying to search for something right. But when I get in there and they right, some tell me to leave. So then I went on from there and I messed around. And the reason why I got tired of with them Jehovah's Witnesses. I ain't going to talk about them. But and what I loved about that, I don't know if it's true, but I had never known what's in the Bible from the front to the back, from the front to the back. And they study that. They have, you go to different places, might be a cult or anything, I don't know. But I learned that. And I seen, and it taught me how to research. They give me their books. I probably ain't researched it right, but I got some more Bible knowledge on idea what's in there. So, and a lot of things that they say in the church, I know that's a lie. And that ain't what the Bible say. I know a lot of stuff from messing around with them and being able to stay long enough for them to be able to baptize me. Or if they test you, see what you know about that Bible. So it might not be right, but what ain't right, I ain't going to remember because the elders ain't going to let me remember. But that gave me strength. And then kept on. I said, I'm leaving here because I'm going to whoop some of these elders' ass for what they say, and I ain't been doing. I left there. I don't stay nowhere too long. I go with you long as I can, and something in there say, get out of there. I get out, go somewhere, sit on another bench, and look up the road and down the road, at the sky, whatever. As long as I think what I'm doing is right, I'm going to be right with you. If it gets so I can't go no further on that journey, I'll see you. I'm going to sit right here on this bench. Good luck to you. Because maybe the elders got you doing that. I'm just saying I can't go no further. I ain't condemning you. Because everybody got something to do. I don't know what the elders got you doing. But if something tell me I can't go with you. And I have to follow that because it's been in me since I was a child. I ain't giving up for nobody. Let something tell me, move me to a higher understanding, I'll let that go. But that's all I got to hang on to. But something tell me, I feel it, that you need to do this. And so I get my big blood up and try to do it. So I love everybody and I wish peace. Now maybe I don't love everybody. I love all righteousness and trying to do good. I sure don't love everybody. Well, some people I ain't going to say I love them, but I ain't going to bother, but they better leave me alone. I bet you better go on somewhere with your stuff. Don't bring it up for me. Take it on down the street. Somebody down there buy it. But anyway, that's about all I got to say. And anything else you want to ask me about anything or something you wanted me to tell you what my opinion is of that, I would talk about that with you at any time. I haven't got nothing that I've done in my life that I think that the law can come get me for it. God might get me for some of it. One thing in particular, I think, and that was I've had one abortion in my life, and I didn't sit good with that. I didn't really want to do that. And I had been in trouble twice with 2 kids and didn't think I'd get very, came up with another baby and the sucker clowning me and I couldn't take care of the 2 I got. I told God, I'm sending this one back to you. And you put that, if you got a book, wherever your book is, write that on my book. I ain't denied it for you know I did it, so I did it. And I'll tell, man, that I ain't somebody that's go around and say, oh, you know, that was my business. That was my decision. And if I had to do it now, would I do it again? No, I wouldn't get it. Wouldn't happen again because I wouldn't be having no sex. I don't be thinking about sex. I ain't never been sex. I might look that way to them people, but I think I could have came up without no sex. It's more than line of sex. I real for somebody to have a brain and can think. That sex will get you in trouble. That ain't about nothing so great. You got that way, you made that way, go to it. I don't want to be involved in it. If love ain't got nothing to do with it, understand it, something deeper than just having sex for a feeling, you better get out of here with that. Better go on somewhere. People don't believe how long it's been, and I'm old now, since I'm had sex. Some old crazy doctors, you go to them, they think a woman be having sex, they don't give me some, what you call it, not estrogen. Estrogen, I'm going to tell this now on myself. You have to go get a checkup, you know. So I go take the prescription. They said, I said, what she give me some estrogen for? I couldn't take no estrogen. And so when I went back to the I said, what you give me estrogen for? Oh, so when you're having sex, so you won't be so dry. I told her, I said, I'm dry. I said, I didn't know I was dry. I really didn't. I said, because the only time I use it is when I got to urinate. I ain't trying to use it. I'm trying to find somebody some sense. If not, I'm going to work and take care of my babies and my bills and pay my house note stuff. I ain't trying to have no sex. Sex done got me in enough trouble. I had to raise 2 kids by myself. Keep my dress down, some pants on my leg clothes. That sex got me in some trouble quick. And boy, did that responsibility whoop my butt. I ain't gonna see no sex. Let's see what you thinking about. Let's see what we can do together. Like that guy told that girl, we can go to the laundromat together. That was a good thing. Good, he told her that. Come on, let's meet on. They meet not at my house, not just meet at the laundromat somewhere. Come on. Don't be getting in no cold quarter on no couch, drinking and stuff after dinner. Goo-goo-eye. Next thing you know, you're having some sex and ain't got no communicating in the head. That's not good. Good on one end, but bad on the other. If you know what I mean. Good in the, yeah, I ain't gonna say that. But anyway, I'm gonna stop talking. I feel so much better. Because that stuff made me face so much truth all at once.
Yeah, I want to thank you
so
for
much
sharing
truth
it.
all at once. Then I was so full, boss, some of my cup running over. Oh, I kept holding back, and that truth was hitting me. I said, you got to turn it. I tried to watch it last night. I went to sleep. When I got up, I wanted to see what else they said. So I got to it, and I got back to it, and I had my son try to watch it, too, but he won't watch it. He's too busy mopping and sweeping and stuff, and working outside and doing that stuff. He needs some truth, and I can't tell him. I thought he'd listen to somebody else, but he can't stay still. But I couldn't stay still even time for him to learn it. The elders or the God or whoever show it to him, but I ain't got time. Shoot, he almost older than me. He's about 60. Both my kids about 60. No, I ain't got time. I'm tired of he want to man up to me. Well, you better go out and man up to somebody else. I run your daddy off. I'm old now, but I run you. I don't want to run you off, son. You better leave me alone. You know, sweet mama spoiled boy. I spoil you. But I ain't nothing nice to me, and I hurt you, nigga. They'll leave me alone. I take my old butt somewhere else, up under the tree somewhere. Well, they don't know what they messing with. Because I've been so, all of them were so much better. I didn't do good to myself because I thought my kids and my grandkids were so much. Gave them a lot of things, but what I should have been teaching them, I didn't have sense enough to teach it to them. No, I didn't know no better, so they messed up, so I did it. A lot of it, but I didn't mean to, so the elders know. I'm quit, too. I'm quitting. I ain't got no more time to spend with them. I'm going to do what I want to do, and I still like to help people grow vegetables and look at flowers and squirrels and water and look at some black people, all black. I mean, I want to go back to Africa and lay down and kiss the ground where I came from in my life. I live to see that and do that. Either I'll be ready forever to go and end the journey or whatever. If not, I'm going to get so much energy like a new person and get up and go again. So that's how I feel. And I'm blessed because you always can cry about what you don't have or feel bad about what you don't have. But always be thankful for what you got because there's somebody doing worse than you. And sometimes that's what you need to think about. Like the young woman needs to think about all these young black men and men in prison, been put away for life, locked up again, right? And they ain't did that much, a lot of them. Just this white supremacists locking black women, children up in the prison, just like they take my baby away and sell it. You'll never know where my child went. Rape me and my daughter and give me some babies in the yellow, and they gonna tell me because they masters they dad that they better than me. You half nigga, you out knock your damn head, or you better get on with me and go get with master somewhere. No, you not better. I'm your mammy. And you going to respect me. I don't care if your daddy ain't here and daddy Mouser, you better go stay with Mouser. I call my own little white. You think like that? That's what you're knowledge now. We got some stone black supremacists against their own self. Y'all call them coons. That's what they are. The devil can be any color. And I got to get over this yellow stuff. Because that black stuff was so instilled in me that everybody light hated me. I'm trying to get over that. I can deal with it now, but at the same time in my life, nobody yellow couldn't say nothing to me because I know they, and white equals, I know both of them hated me because the way I got treated as a child. And that's absolutely not so. But I actually thought it was. It was real to me. So, well, that's not all I got to say. Anytime y'all want to ask me something else about things I might have said, and I didn't go off that deep in my life, tried to stay on what brought me to talk to you guys anyway, because it really helped me so much. It touched me so deep that I had to look at the mirror again, and I never saw all that stuff, but the understanding came clear to me. And I got some apologizing to do to these people, these males in this house, for me come with this mouth of mine, old woman, calling them boys bitches. And maybe they bitches. I feel that way because I had to try to be a man. And maybe I know if they got bitch like that, what I feel won't stand up on their own and holding on to me. And I am a bitch, I feel like. And you going to be a man and hold on. I try to shake them off me now. With my mouth be cussing out and everything. But when they really need some, I ain't going to let them get hungry. And I ain't going to really do nothing to them unless they do certain things. I'm going to get them off of me. But I just want to get away from them. But I need to apologize to my son. I'm talking about his daddy, his granddaddy, most all his uncles, and I need to apologize to my grandkids that I raised. Probably need to talk to them, apologize from this mouth of mine, talking about their mother, which is my daughter. I call them their mammy. She had baby like a darn cat having kittens and ran off and left her babies. How dare she? And I got to raise you, then you going to talk up to me acting like her. I tell them I hit you so hard your penis will fly off. Her boys. You little bitch, I call them. That ain't nice. I said, you think you a man, but I'm more man than you, because you hanging on to me and talking stuff to me and call me a bitch. I raised some granddaddy call me a bitch. And hit me, I ain't no bitch. I'll show you what a bitch is. You better go on somewhere. I don't know where their dad is at, but they better go find their daddy and go find their mammy, because I ain't none of their mammy. I'm your grandmammy. And I'm tired. I did all I could in changing asses, stinking diapers, fed you clothes, you send you to school, did without for myself to take care of you. And this is the way you feel about me, fine, but you better leave me alone. Can't mess with old dogs when she get old. And I done nurse my pups and hers too. And her little damn pups gonna come back now. I think because they little men ain't seen a man. They need to go deal with a man so a man can show them what a man is. And I ain't talking about break down like a shotgun and do this whole homosexual stuff either. You need to get some character. And I can't teach it to them because how do I know? I try. I was a fake man. But I hear that it didn't know the difference sometimes because I'm supposed to be real when they punctified on the sideline crying, and I was going as a big old tall, determined woman, talking shit, scared, hate out of my mouth, stabbing people, not with a knife, with my words. And meant it and looked you eye to eye, toe to toe. That ain't nice. I wasn't nothing for them to be messing with. I wasn't kidding. My granddad told me look a white man now. I look a black one and it's just as hard. But I need to be in my place, but I ain't never know what my place was. I ain't got no place. I'm looking for a place. But I'm going to sit here and wait till a place comes. If not, I'll take the seat I got. But I'm going to start spewing hate out of my mouth at a black man. And the black boys calling them bitches and things. That ain't nice. I ain't making him better, I'm making him worse. He already hurt, I'm hurting him worse with my mouth. I check myself. I got to think about this and think about this. Stuff I did not. The old people apologize. I said, I don't do nothing that I have to apologize for. I think about it first. I don't want to apologize, so I know I better not do certain things. And found out I did a whole lot of things I need to apologize for. I didn't know I did it. And that hurt. Because I thought I didn't do stuff against people because what I thought was right was wrong. That's what's wrong. Now, y'all showed me what's right today. Some other point of view. This hard old woman. Hard. Ain't doing me nobody no harm, but I done did plenty harm that I didn't even see. I'm going to apologize to them. They all out of this room saying, well, but I'm going to apologize to them. I owe them apology. And I got my daughter married. Her husband, he around here, he really punctified to me, and I don't even deal with him because he came from another woman. I don't mess with other women's punks, especially they show me certain things. You did that to your mama, but I bite all mine. They know better, and he don't know how not to mess with me certain ways. He come to me like he want to whoop me or something. I be saying, boy, and you just thump him, he'll fall down. Punk, he can't stand there. I slap him down. He ain't got no strength. Like a chop. Them little things the Mexicans have, them little dogs, they bark all the time, like a chihuahua or something like that. Gonna come mess with a pit. You better get your ass away from him, boy. I don't know what kind of mama you had, but you somebody else pup, I don't want to bite you. I ain't gonna deal with you going somewhere. That's how I do him. I need to apologize to him because I done gave him some mouth. I give him some mouth. I run out and this stuff so wrong and stuff. And my grandkids involved, I'll get my son and daughter in a minute. I don't have to put my hands on them, but they know. I look them in their eye, I tell them what I mean what they say. They know they better get on. And I got to check myself. And a lot of things my kids probably feel, my son probably feel from the stuff I've been saying to him when he was little. I got to check myself. I need to clean myself. A lot of these old people, talking about the elders need to clean their mess up too. Tell the truth on yourself. Think about what you did from some other's perspective. Y'all keep giving this perspectives out. These young people can tell these old suckers something. But anyway, I'm going to get off this phone. And,
well, I want to say
we sure
yes, go ahead.
We sure appreciate you, because you is like a mother to us, because you're older than me and Lance, and we sure appreciate you. And, if we wish a lot of more mothers would come out and say these things like you and try to apologize to the children. And because a lot of us have been through so much, and as we grow every day, we learn. And I'm so happy, at this age that we're learning from each other every day, from our younger ones. And I'm
learning from y'all. Y'all the younger ones. I'm learning from y'all.
Yeah, and it's a blessing, that we can able to put things out there, and you can hear it, and we respect you. We really respect you, and I hope one day, me and my husband and my brother will get to meet you, and we just enjoy some time together and do some things together. It's a truly blessing for me to hear you speaking like this, and how, all you need to apologize to the kids, the grandkids, the in-laws, and stuff like that. It's a blessing. It's a blessing, true blessing to hear.
I probably don't know how many people I can need to call and apologize to. They're still living. And the rest of them, the elders will see it. And if they somewhere, I don't know, they know how to rest this day, and they'll know that I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm sorry. Because I didn't mean to. But I did it. I don't care if you didn't mean to. Yeah.
A lot of us don't know how to apologize for the wrong things that we have done to each other and how we hurt each other. And I'm telling you, I so much. Oh my goodness! I wish I could see you to give you a big old hug and to tell you.
Girl, when you said pick up at them people's hair, Boy, I said, listen at her go. I didn't know you talked about it. I just run them in the sea. I said, go tell them that shit about all of the horse hair. And I thought about my granddaughter need to hear this. She got her first little job. I'm teaching her she need to work because she thinks somebody's going to take care of her, but she need to take care of stuff.
Make sure to check out the boldest blog at Lancescurv.com and follow SCURV on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube under Lancescurv.